Today we're going to be installing the smart garage door controller from eKyro. First, let's open up the box and see what's inside. Alright, looks like we've got the user guide. Some 3M, some brackets, and then we've got AC power supplies, the controller itself, and then some wiring harness. Alright, looking at the instructions here, looks like we have to download the Smart Life app. Using this QR code, it brought me right to it. Installed that on my phone. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in inside before I bring it out to the garage and see if I can get connected to it. Alright, let's connect the app. I've got the app installed. Let's add a device. Press add. Got my Bluetooth on. And looks like there's a garage door. Next. Open garage door. So it says the garage door is open now. I'm wondering if I put the sensor by it, if that closes. All right. Sensor away. And it's open. All right, now that we've got the app installed and seems to be working, looks like I'm gonna have to go to the garage and this will get attached to the opener. These will connect into where the button opener connects, those wires there. I think it's the first two terminals. This will go run along the top to the garage door. And this will be a sensor on the top of the garage door to, I think it's probably just a magnet in here that lets it know if it's open or closed. And then this will plug into the 110 outlet out there. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we've got a Chamberlain garage door opener here. And it's a model, what do we got? All right, looks like we're gonna be installing into these two wires here, the first two on the left. And got a plug in over here. I've got an open rafter garage, so I'm just gonna run the wires along the top and connect over there. So not a lot of exposed wire here, so I'm gonna take this needle nose and take off a couple more millimeters so for putting this into the terminal. All right, got that removed. All right, so these are push style, so I've just pushed on this orange and then pushed the wire in. Actually, I took out the solid wire that was in there and shoved the red one in first because that's thread or the stranded. So push that in and then I put the solid one in afterwards. I'll do the next one to the right. Once you have them in here, just give them a light little tug, not too hard, make sure nothing's gonna pop out on its own. So I wanna mount this to this 2x6 above here. I could use zip ties and mount it somewhere else. I could use the adhesive that came with it, but it's a middle of winter in North Dakota, so it's probably not gonna stick too well. Plus I got a lot of sawdust on everything. It actually looks like, this isn't in the instructions anywhere, but where I see this plus sign in the corners, it looks like there's a spot to put some screws in. So I'm just gonna pop the holes out on the other side using a 1/8 inch drill bit and then attach this to the 2x6 up here. Again, not in the instructions, but something I wanted to do. All right, got those holes popped in. All right, so now I've got that mounted to the 2x6. I ran the power outlet over the top into the plug-in. I'm sure you guys probably already know this, but you know, make sure it's not gonna get caught in anything when it's opening and closing, or that it's not rubbing on anything. so over time it doesn't wear through. All right, I just ran the sensor cord to the front of the garage here and popped 2 holes in. So I'm going to put the magnet. All right, I ended up using a piece of scrap wood and some screws to mount this. The mounting hardware was great, that was with the box, but just a weird situation here. I ended up deciding to go with this instead. Now I'm gonna make sure this cord is out of the way so that nothing catches on it when it opens. Got this set up here. I used the app to tell me if it was close enough. I just had that open sitting next here and move it around until it was consistent. I left a little gap here, but I wanted to make sure, you know, my garage has got some wiggle from wind and stuff that they weren't gonna hit during those times. So that's why I have the gap there. Put the first wire holder in, gets that wire out of the way. Second one in up top here. Now I'm gonna work on moving it across the rafters here and make it nice and taut. All right, drop that little nail holder for the wire. I have to find it, otherwise I might have a flat tire. How the heck did it manage to make it all the way underneath the car? Here you go, buddy. Got these little guys put in. Runs all the way up to the front of the garage. Now I'm just going to take the excess wire and use the zip ties that came with it and bound it up on top. All right, got that bundled up. Now time to test. Okay, after finishing up installing the eKyro garage door opener, I would definitely recommend this to anybody else. I'm sure I'll be getting this for other friends and family members. The installation was easy, the instructions were clear, the tools were minimal, it works well, looks nice. I'm very happy with this product so far. A few things to mention about the installation. Make sure your power on your garage door opener is off or unplugged. You wouldn't want it opening while you're working on it. The next thing would be to make sure that all the cords and sensors are free and clear of any moving parts when it's opening and closing. Wouldn't want it to get caught or over time something rubs and gets damaged. And the last thing is to make sure that your ladder is secure. It's very easy to want to stand on like a 5-gallon pail or something wobbly. Make sure you got, maybe someone helping you or a nice and sturdy ladder.